Hey, what's up everybody? My name is Pete and welcome all to my channel. So by the caption of this video, you guys might have already figured out what is this video is gonna be, and yes, we will be discussing about my motovlogging setup. Here we go. Okay, the first thing is the action camera, and the action camera which I use is a GoPro Hero 4 Silver. This is action camera. It's a very good camera, and I know it's a bit outdated, but it's still good enough. So I use this for as my primary camera, and I mounted this to my chin of the helmet, and I'll be putting this camera inside the camera case and then mounting. So let me just put it. Okay, so this is how the camera will look once it is kept inside the case. Helmet. The helmet that I use is a LS2 Bluetooth helmet. Yes. And here is a Bluetooth. I have a mic inside, and the reason for which I chose this helmet is, one is this is a flip open helmet. So I like the flip open thing. So I mean, it may be useful for some time, and sometime it might not be, but it's always good to have an option. So that is one reason, and the second reason is it has two visors. One is this one, the internal visor, which is a sunglass visor, probably you can say that, and the second thing is the second visor, which is this. So the main advantage is I don't need to carry the two visors when I have to ride in the morning and in the night. Anyways, riding in the night is not really recommended, but sometimes you have to do it. So that is second thing. And the third thing is, of course, the Bluetooth. I'll be able to pick up calls, answer calls without even taking my helmet. So these are the three reasons which made me pick up this helmet. So I will be mounting my camera here. So let me just quickly mount it for you guys. Okay, so this is how the entire setup looks once you mount the camera to the helmet. And initially I used to mount the camera to the side, which is here. I have a adhesive mount, which is I have sticked it. The adhesive mount is something like this. This is called as an adhesive mount. So you have a 3M tape. So you just have to take this red thing out, and you can stick it and keep it for 24 hours, and trust me, it won't come out. It's very strong. And I used to have one long arm and short arm with which I would mount the camera. So the camera will look something like, after mounting, may look something like this. Okay, so one issue which I found mounting the camera in the side was some portion of the helmet was coming in my shot, which I think it is not really that cool. So because of that reason, I thought, okay, let's have the mount in the front. Let's have the camera mounted in the front. So that is why I mounted the camera in my chin. And one more advantage is that when I mount it to the chin, whichever direction I look, I will be able to record that. Okay, so that is why I like this mount, and I have mounted it to the chin. So in most of the videos, not most, I think 90% of my video, 95% of my video is shot with the chin mount. Okay, and I use a skeleton case for my GoPro. So what the skeleton case is, it's not a skeleton case, you can call it as a side open a case. So side open case, what it happens is it will be having an opening here. So you have the you have an access to your mini USB port, your HDMI port, and the SD card slot. So what I do is I have a mic adapter, and there is a mic which is set up inside the helmet. I'll talk about that in a bit. So I have this adapter here, and I use this adapter and I pin it here. Not pin it, I will insert the mic adapter into my GoPro. Okay, so this is how it looks. I have the mic adapter pinned to my GoPro. This is the wire goes inside. And I have a mic inside. Not this one. This is actually the mic for the Bluetooth, which is separate. This is a Bluetooth, and this is a mic for the Bluetooth, so this is separate. I have a mic which is inside. I don't know whether you guys can see it. It's here. This is the mic. If you can see it, that's great. This is the mic. Okay, so that is one main reason you guys are able to hear my voice very clear while I'm riding. Basically, you get two kind of adhesive. One is a flat. This is a flat one. This is a flat one, and there will be a curved one. So you can stick that adhesive here like this. I have sticked it here. So the main problem which I faced is, since the curved adhesive was not able to match the shape of the helmet, I have to do some workaround over it, which we call it as jugaad. What I did is I initially I stick that mount here. Few of the portion were not sticking to it, so I used extra 3M tape, and I filled it in the side, and it was all looking really bad. So I have used normal tape and covered it, so it looks less bad, or you can say it looks okay, fine. So, and I have a J mount. This is called as a J mount. So I have a it's called J hook. I have a J hook which I have inserted to the mount. So that is my small motovlogging setup. I also have a secondary camera which I use to shoot myself. So what I have done is, like, I have the same adhesive mount. I have sticked it to the visor of my KTM Duke, and I'll mount my secondary camera there. So for my secondary camera, I use this. This is a SJ Cam M10 Plus, and yes, this has a image stabilization gyro basically. So what it does is it stabilizes your footage. I'll mount this to the visor, so this camera will be facing towards me, and it will take the perfect shot of me riding the bike. It won't be able to it won't cover the complete area, but it will take my face, my helmet, and a little part of the jacket, which is pretty much okay for me. It's always, it's actually always good to have a secondary camera where you can take a different angle. It of course makes your video look more cool, and most of my videos I shoot it in 1080p at 60 frames per second, so that in case if I have to use any of the slow motions, I can use it. This case, it is as I mentioned, this is a side open case which doesn't come with a GoPro. The case that came with the GoPro is this one. So I use it only in the rain. So this is not actually completely waterproof because this side is open. So basically, this is a short video. I wanted to tell you guys about my motovlogging setup. If you have any question about this motovlogging setup which I use or which you guys want to use, you can drop in a comment below. Okay guys, that's it. I just wanted to discuss about my motovlogging setup. So I hope you guys liked my video, and if you like this video, just give me a big thumbs up, and If you don't like this video, click that dislike button twice, and please let me know your thoughts on the comment section below. And as always, ride safe guys. Bye bye. This is Pete signing off. And I'll attach my second. That is